Hello everyone, and Harasimin Ke'erene, Chesed Lechem V'Shalom, grace to you and peace. In this video we're going to look at the name Jesus, which is a very strong proof of his deity. So let's start out with Matthew 1:21, which reads in the Greek. Texete de ion, ke kalesis to onoma avtu ieson, avtos karsositon laon avtu, apoton amartion avton. She will bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. So let's first back up to verse 18 to get the context. Matthew 1:18. Now the birth of Jesus Christ was as follows. When his mother Mary had been betrothed to Joseph, before they came together, she was found to be with child by the Holy Spirit. And Joseph, her husband, being a righteous man and not wanting to disgrace her, planned to send her away secretly. But when he had considered this, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream, saying, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, for the child who has been conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit. She will bear a son, and you will call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. Now, names in the Bible are very important, especially when they are emphasized being given here by an angel of the Lord. So we need to drill down on the name Jesus. The name Jesus in the Greek is Iesus, which is the Greek form of the Hebrew Yehoshua, which is a combination of Yahweh and Yasa, meaning Yahweh is salvation. Yehoshua has an alternate shortened form, Yeshua. Thus we see in Matthew 1:21 that he is called Jesus because he will save his people from their sins. And thus, Jesus is salvation. He will save his people from their sins. But his name, Yehoshua, means Yahweh is salvation. Therefore, A, Jesus is salvation. B, Yahweh is salvation. Therefore, C, Jesus is Yahweh. The fact that Jesus is Yahweh is verified in the next two verses, Matthew 1:22 through 23, which read, Now all this took place to fulfill what was spoken by the Lord through the prophet. Behold, the virgin will be with child and shall bear a son, and they shall call his name Immanuel, which translated means God with us. God with us in the Hebrew, since Matthew 1:23 is a quotation of Isaiah 7:14 in the Hebrew Bible, is Immanuel, with us, El, God. Immanuel, God with us. Now, name here in verse 23 is onoma in the Greek and Shem in the Hebrew, and it's being used not in the sense of a given name. That's important to make that distinction because people will sometimes use that as an objection that Jesus was not given the name Immanuel. He was given the name Jesus, Yehoshua, Yeshua, Jesus. So name here with Immanuel is being used in the fuller sense, which is consistent with onoma in the Greek and Shem in the Hebrew, of fame, reputation, and glory. For example, Blue Letter Bible gives this definition of name as follows. The name is used for everything which the name covers, everything the thought or feeling of which is aroused in the mind by mentioning, hearing, remembering the name, i.e. for one's rank, authority, interests, pleasure, command, excellences, needs, etc. So Jesus, by his given name, is Yehoshua. Yahweh is salvation. And by rank and authority, Immanuel, God with us. And this is the content of the gospel, the combination of those two names, Yehoshua and Immanuel, is the content of the gospel. And This is the gospel in its simplest form, because saving faith is believing on the name. That is what is meant in Acts 4:12 when it says, "And there is salvation in no one else, there is no other name under heaven that has been given among men, by which we must be saved." And the name by which we must be saved is Yahushua. Jesus is Yahweh, is salvation. And Immanuel, Jesus is God with us. Thank you. Evcharisto. Toda rabah.